and play the.
Welcome to Echoes in the Wind. I'm Donna, psychic medium, clairvoyant, and one of your hosts.
I'm Kimmy OCO. Welcome to Echoes in the Wind. Make sure to like, share, and follow here on Facebook and Echoes in the Wind and Parapost and us on YouTube and TikTok.
And another host.
And host.
Okay, we have a great, talented, very talented person for you tonight. And his name is Pete Cardoza.
Yay! Welcome, Pete.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, Pete. Can you take us back, all the way back to when you first started?
Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying that I've been in the paranormal field for 16 years. It all started due to an accident, and then not only an accident, an encounter. So let's start with the encounter first, because I think that's what happened first, and then it was the accident. So I was cutting grass outside my grandma's house, just cutting grass and stuff. And mind you, my grandmother had passed. I want to say 2 weeks prior before I did this. So I was cutting grass, and I was looking to where her room used to be at. And for some reason, something caught my eye to look that direction. I look and I see her curtains open, just like, look outside. I saw this, a shadow person go like this, look outside. And I had to, come feeling that it was my grandma being there. So I had seen my grandmother a couple of times already, and, since then. So jump a couple of years. Hi, Facebook kids. I don't know who that is, but So-
That is Johnny.
oh, okay. So jump a couple of years. My daughter. Everybody should know my daughter already. She was 3 years old when this happened. Me and my wife were getting ready for work. Actually, I was already ready. She was getting ready to go to work. I was outside painting some burglar bars for my house that I'm currently living at right now. And so we have a neighbor across the street that would take care of my daughter when we had to go to work. So my daughter comes outside to see what I was doing. I was just spray painting, and I'm all like, you can't be out here. You gotta go back to your mom. Go back inside. So me myself, I kind of like, stayed where I was doing, and she ended up leaving, not knowing what was gonna happen that day. So I heard a car hit something. To me, what it sounded like it hit a dog. That's what it sounded like it hit. Hi, Sydney. Um, Hold on, I'll get to you in a minute. Um, Mystic Paranormal, right? Mystic Paranormal, I believe it was. Shouts out to them. Um, so that 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 didn't run into my head that my daughter got ran over by an SUV. When I went to go check, that's what actually did.
Ooh.
And what played out in my head, actually, she was dragged about like 3 feet, according to what they said.
Wow.
So, what played out into my head was what you would see a dog actually be thrown out from an SUV to the back, which is just thrown out and they get thrown out. No, I saw her getting like out of underneath, and somebody, I would want to say, I keep on saying it's an angel. An angel puts her down on the floor, and she's not laying down. She's actually sitting up and just crying and crying. And so, like, you can't do nothing for her. Like, pick her up and nurture her that everything's gonna be okay because she just got hit. So since then, I've been like, think, well, how do I get into the paranormal field? Because I'm having all this, things happening to me, and I just wanted to get into it just to get more knowledge into it. One day, I met a friend of mine at work, and he tells me, "Have you heard of this group? Their name is San Antonio Ghost Hunters." I'm like, no. And then he told me about it, and I looked it up, and I already know the guy that ran the San Antonio Ghost Hunter. I knew him already personally. So I started investigating with him, and just doing my stuff and everything else. Going out with them and encountering spirits and stuff like that, having my own, encounters and stuff like that. Until one point, until one year, where he brought in another guy, another investigator. He started saying, "Oh, he's a demonologist, and he's gonna be with us and whatever." Like, that's fine, whatever. And the reason why I left him is because he kept on saying, "Where's my evidence at? I need my evidence," and kept on and kept on and kept on. And I was already kind of like, in a way, burnt out of going over evidence. And like, when you see something and you just want to stay away from it for a little while, you got to stop for a little bit, to get away from it. And because you were having all these experiences and stuff like that too, so I had to back up away from it. So I left it alone, and so, what, I'm he didn't want me to do nothing with that group no more. And so I ended up starting my own paranormal group. And um I've been doing it for, like I said, for a while already. And I have collaborated, of course, with Cindy Reyes from Mystic Paranormal. Um, I did it with Anthony from Texas Race Hunters. I have met a lot of great paranormal investigators. Been doing it by myself and stuff like that. And when I found out that this so-called demonologist was charging people to take care of spirits, because I had an incident with a client of one of my own. So, yeah, hi, Anthony. They're talking about the Great Prince himself. He'll be coming down here in San Antonio, Texas, on the 9th, and we're going to be doing an investigation. Um, so, anyways, I was like, you know what? I talked to my friend. She's a friend now. Well, she's a client at that time. I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Just you need to get me this, this, and this. And I wasn't trained at the time to deal with demons, or I just went with what I felt inside me. So I like got all the materials. I did what I felt that needed to be done, and I felt that spirit that was there left that family, because I saw it that it was attached to the sun. And the only reason why I say it was attached to the sun, I was sitting there kind of like talking to him, and he was playing with his game, and for some reason he looked at me, and he looked at me with some red eyes.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, you know what? I stood up. I go, you know what? Come here. Come here. And he stands up, and like, he looks at me, and I look beyond him. Like, I looked into, like, deep into his soul, to where I saw the demon, that demon like came towards me. I was like, you don't belong to him. You need to leave. He's not yours. So you need to leave out of him right now. And as soon as I said that to him, it just like went to my face, and I felt like a gush of air. It went through to my face and just like left out of him.
Wow.
Wow.
So that leads me into the whole, story of jumping into demonology. And I know you're gonna ask me. I know some of the questions are gonna ask me. So I started looking up classes, uh, doing demonology classes, and yeah, I was doing them. Read up all the stuff that they were doing. It got kind of boring. I did it for like I think it was 2 or 3 months that I was reading. They sent me to a website. I was reading it. Things like, man, I already know all this stuff. Being in the paranormal field, I already know that you got to research some of the areas, and not all the time. You want to go in there with an open mind. And if y'all hear people, there's actually people coming. So here in San Antonio, we do have um, ghost tours and stuff like that. So right now they're just like checking out some of the cemeteries, and they're gonna be um, telling them some ghost stuff, that about some of the plots here and stuff. So if y'all hear people, it's not only me.
Okay.
Um, so I'm just giving you a heads up. So, anyways, so that's what took me into demonology. And anyways, I was reading it and I was getting bored. I was like, you know what? I felt like I already knew this stuff, and so I got yeah, crazy Anthony. Okay, Anthony. So I got away from it. I stopped doing my classes because I felt that I already know all this stuff. It's like common sense. To me, it was common sense already. And so from that point, I was like, you know what? I need a certificate, and I want to get into trying to marry people and stuff like that. So I did my classes for ordained minister. So the classes were really easy. It took me maybe about 2 days to do it,
Wow.
and I did it, and I got my certificate back in 2000. I want to say 18 somewhere. I got to look at the certificate again. I forgot, but I just recently got it last year because I didn't have the money at the time to get it mailed to me.
Yeah.
So I got that certificate to do that. So if anybody's out there looking for a minister, I'm right here, I guess. But other than that, I mean, that's where I am today doing paranormal researching. I'm actually at a location here in San Antonio, Texas, cemetery number one. It's actually pretty haunted. A while ago, when we were talking, I was actually seeing shadow play from a distance, and of course, we all know with shadow play and cameras, you can't really pick them up. You can only pick them up with a naked eye.
Yeah. Okay. Can you bring us back with your abilities when you figured out you had abilities?
So I'm considered an empath, as for what I was told and stuff. So me not seeing full blown apparitions and feeling spirits that are there, or hearing people, somebody talking to me without somebody actually being there, it's a whole different field. I think I pick up that it goes back to the very beginning when I was first started with the paranormal field. Noticing the full blown apparition from the shadow person, to which I figured out that it was my mom. So that's part of my abilities of seeing actually full blown apparition, talking to. I can talk to spirits without anything pretty much. And sometimes it is kind of hard to communicate with
David.
with a spirit without like a spirit board, or without a ghost box, or with sometimes without a medium sometimes. And it's real interesting, should I say.
You have a good friend. You know who she is. I don't want to drop her name here, but you have a good friend that can read you and she could tell you your abilities. I think you are more than an empath. I feel you're more than an empath. Now, I'm not one that reads abilities. It's just what I feel. and what I'm getting off you. But you have a good friend in San Antonio. The two girls that stick together. One of them, I know she's very good at reading abilities because she had mine bullseye point on. Didn't say anything to her, and she added more too, but she was bullseye. So I think she could help you on that because I think you are more than just an empath. But she could help you good on that. I don't know if you know who I'm. Ah, he says.
Huh.
But I think you know who I'm
If you're
talking
talking to
about.
if you're talking about my two closest friends, I consider them like my sisters in the paranormal fields.
They work
I,
together.
I, I got Megan Hooks and I got Sydney Reyes,
There you go. There you go.
and this is my paranormal brother that's saying ha.
Yep. So
From another mother.
I would get in touch. Like I said, I didn't want to drop names, but yeah, because I feel you're more than just an empath. I really do. I really do.
And Sydney, we're still praying for you and keeping. I'm always
Yes.
keeping you in my mind, and I know you're getting this. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, and it's gonna
Yep.
be soon. It's gonna be soon.
You're gonna come back full strong, girl.
Yeah, hope you're feeling better, Sydney. We love you.
Yes, we love you, girl.
And also, I would like to send out a shout out to a friend of mine. His name is Cardoza. I know y'all probably know him. He's been having some difficulty
Yes.
time and getting of what he's going through. But man,
Yep.
you'll make it,
Lurker.
man. There's a lot of people out there that are going through what you're going through right now, and you're not alone.
Yeah, lurker. Yep.
Hey, Tina.
It's a lot going on. I'll tell you. It's unreal.
Hey, Debbie.
Hi, Deb. Love you, girl. You know that. You're gonna come back full blown, strong than ever. You always been strong, but you're gonna come back stronger than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Gun blazing.
So everybody, kind of somebody. I mean, y'all probably already know this. I try to push for the. I know it's kind of hard to do it, and for a lot of people to do it, but I always push for the paranormal unity and think of stuff like that. But right now the paranormal, our field right now, there's a lot of people that are bringing us down, and not down in the paranormal way, but just for their personal issues that they're going through and stuff like that. And I wasn't gonna plan to bring this up, but like I have told, Kim already, and Kim already knows, it's just bugging me, and it's
Yeah.
getting to the point where if this person doesn't step up, I'll be looking for you. And it's not a threat or anything like that. I'm not threatening you. You just need to step up.
Oh, really? I don't know about this. Somebody.
Okay. Kim
Yeah,
kind of knows already.
you
Yeah.
already know, Donna.
Huh?
You already know.
Oh, I
Hmm.
already know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So yes, Anthony, I am gonna be going into the force with you, and hopefully Lurk can. No, he is gonna go out there to the force with us. I'm not gonna say more likely he will. I mean, he is going to is what I'm gonna say because I'm not gonna put an entity on top of Lurker that it's gonna push him down more. I'm gonna
No.
say that he is gonna be out there with us.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, we will.
Now, whatever you were talking about, if she says, I know, I already got it.
Okay.
So I'm with you. And we got to push this para unity. Yes. And that's what our show's all about. We said, when I started this show, I was alone and I didn't want to be alone. So that's when I went to Kimmy, but I knew her plate was full. But we talked and stuff, and we said, we got that thing down the bottom. Can I say what I want to say?
Let me put it up.
Go ahead, put it up so I can say what I want to say. Okay. I
There
said,
you go.
we were like, fuck it. Let's do this. And
Yeah, pretty much.
she's my, not only my, I'm not going to say co-host, because I didn't want to co-host. We're equal. We're host. And that's it.
Yeah, and when I bring up something, I don't think of it like I think of it as a partnership. I think of it as a friendship
Exactly.
because you Donna or Kim or not might be on my team, but I still consider you as friends and pushing you out, and stuff like that. And that's what it should be all about. Not bringing somebody
Exactly.
down and
Well,
or you're not bringing us down, you're bringing somebody else actually down with you, and that's not cool. You're out there and you want to be a paranormal investigator and want more as a paranormal investigator in your own mindset, and that's not how this works.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, 'cause
That's why.
like,
Yes, Anthony.
That's
Yes.
why when Kimmy was putting co-host on her name, I said, drop it. We're
Yeah.
hosts. We're both hosts. We are equal. You know,
the M.
I
Yes.
didn't want that
Yes.
co on there. We're equal on this.
Right.
So,
Oops.
so
It gets so easy, especially when stuff's going on in a paranormal. You just block them and move on. But then you feel the urge to call people out, and just like,
yeah, but
Yeah, and I have him, and Anthony actually knows that I have, and I actually, like I had told, there's a video out on my Facebook, and I ain't taking it down until he steps up, and if he's man enough to do what he's doing to some of these girls, or to even some of the members out there that are friends of mine now, um, if he's done that to them, that's not good. You need to man up and take your responsibilities and take care of what you always pretty much what I'm trying to say.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't like name dropping, but like you said, it is what it is.
yep, it is.
Anybody out there have any questions for me or for Donna or Kim? I mean,
Nope, this is your
we're not
show.
only we're not
No,
only here for me. I
no,
appreciate it.
this is Pete's show. This
This
is
is
I
all
appreciate
questions
everybody.
for Pete.
I appreciate everybody that follows me here on Facebook. If you and nobody new out there, actually changed my TikTok so it could be easier to find. So now you can find me at Beyond Belief Paranormal on TikTok.
Okay. I don't know if you have any other questions, Kim, because I got some.
you can go ahead and ask him. We'll go ahead and post his TikTok in the comments.
What was your best investigation?
Jeez, to pick from.
I
Okay,
know you got a
can you
lot.
elaborate best as far as
Okay.
like
What
interesting
was
or interacting wise?
what was interacting evidence? What was your best?
Oh man, I would always. I mean, I'm not gonna say always because I think of it like I got excited when I feel, and I still feel excited when I do go in and not investigate, but like just to go visit. So, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um,
I posted your TikTok for you.
yes, yes, thank you. So
You're
in Corpus Christi, we have a ship called the USS Lexington.
Mm.
Now, if you have, I know y'all probably might not have, but some of the viewers might have, but place is hunted like crazy.
Yeah,
No,
we
just
got a
about
ship
almost
over here.
anywhere you go on that ship,
Hmm.
there's a chance that you're gonna run into a spirit. Let's just put it to you that way.
uh,
From going to the restroom to going to the theaters to going anywhere on pretty much on that ship. I have done two paranormal investigations on that ship, and I have visited that ship four times altogether. That's including the investigations. So I mean that ship is crazy, crazy, crazy packed. One of the most thing that caught me off guard there, that like just like whoa, what's going on? Is I was going downstairs to go to with the paranormal investigators, and the people that were in charge doing it, which is they were the Clean brothers, Ghost Lab, Barry, and I forgot his name offhand right now. Um, I was going downstairs, and they ring the alarm that says, the ships have an alarm when they're being attacked.
Yeah.
So that alarm, they set it off, and I didn't know about it. So I was going down the stairs, and all you hear is this alarm go off. They had told us that it was going to go off, but they weren't saying what time or whatever.
Yeah.
So it went off, and I'm going down the stairs, and I feel like a crowd of people. I can put it to you that way: a crowd
Like
of
a
people
rush.
going upstairs, like going past me. I'm all like going like this to the stairwell, like calm down, like hold on, chill out, like literally, like whoa. So yeah, that I think that was like one of my exciting ones. Now I have other ones that I can tell you about. I had an interaction with not interaction like talking, but like experiences with other spirits. One was at a place called La Bahia, which is in I keep on forgetting where it's at. It's going towards Fredericksburg, Texas, out that way. Goliad, Texas. Okay. Hi, Liz. Um, so we were what the first interaction was actually out in a mass grave. So have you ever been to an actual fort where it actually has all the walls around and you have the church there and stuff like that? So that's what it looks like. And the mass grave is towards the back of the fort. It's a little bit further down. So I go to we go visit over there. We're doing ghost box session, looking around to see who had died there and stuff. Not so me. I decide to go check out the back of this massive grave, to go to the back of the massive grave, and I'm just looking, and I just stand there, and for some reason I felt something hit me at the back of my neck. I don't know. I didn't know what it was or anything. I felt like if like a bug hit me in the back of my neck and stuff like that. And so I'm all like, I go like this. I check my neck. I go like that, and I ask my wife, can you check my neck for me? And then she's all like, well, you have a red spot on your neck. I'm all like, but nothing hit me. Nothing touched me. So, but I felt like if somebody shot me with a gun,
Oh.
because it felt like, I kid you not, it felt like this big, like
Yeah. Yeah.
a musket ball. I
Yeah.
never felt that like ever in my entire life, like literally, and that's how it felt like. And
Yeah.
me myself, I wouldn't even know what a bullet felt like because I never got shot before.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Anyone knows
you
that
know,
San Antonio race tours?
I'm sorry, what?
Anthony asked if it was the San Antonio race tours.
Yeah. See, when I do cases, one of my abilities is I take on how they died. Like I do cold cases.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if you heard of Grizzly. If you're feeling somebody, I think he's feeling Charlie. Are you feeling energy around you?
Well, it's because my wife got down. I was just trying to feel where she's at, but I feel stuff on this side and behind the camera. Sometimes I'll feel like if something's walking on that side, but I always get it here. I
Okay.
always get that.
No, he was just Charlie's one of my guides, and he was just here. That's why I was just like this, because he was just on going this way. He was just right here. Nope, right here. He was right. He's one of my guys. I have my house is full of Native Americans,
Uh-huh.
so he's a Native American guy. But he's cool. But he's a prankster. Kimmy knows all about him. He likes especially when we go live. He loves it. So I was just wondering if you were feeling him. But he's just a prankster. He's cool. Cause I felt him over here. He was touching my back and everything, and he was right here. And now I'm looking, so I don't know if he is bouncing. I don't know, cause I don't feel him now. I was looking. I don't feel him right now, and he's not touching me anymore. So I was just feeling, cause the way you kept looking around. That's all the
Oh
reason.
yeah, no, but here where I'm at, there's always shadow play here and there. But I noticed my wife got down off the truck, and I was trying to see what was going on. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Nah, Charlie would like poke you, or he would mess with you. If he was there, you would know, because he
Tina
likes to poke me and stuff.
Hi, Charlie.
Huh?
Tina says he's a sweetheart. Hi, Charlie.
Oh yeah, Tina's met him. She loves. We were on live one day, and Tina was here. She saw him, and he just kept poking me, wouldn't stop messing with me, and she said if she could
Oh
stay
shit!
all night, she would. What are you
I
seeing?
know I just saw that right now.
Well, another shadow?
I I don't know if that was a person or what, but there was a vehicle coming into the cemetery, and I saw legs running like running across, and I literally saw them physically.
That would probably, I don't think that would be a person, would it? Not running.
I don't know that was crazy though. I don't think it was a person, to be honest with you, but it looked like a full blown apparition, but just the leg part.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it don't sound like a person. I don't want to open myself for there to help to see,
Hey,
but
David.
um
Thank you, Nicole.
maybe Charlie went there to help you. I don't know, but he's not with me no more. I felt him leave. So, but he's a good guy. He's one of my guides. So,
How are you, Megan?
um,
Hey, Lurker. Hope you're feeling
They're
so
in the house. Hey Meg.
you. I was gonna ask you one of your favorites, but you think you're only an empath. I don't know. I have a feeling you're
do
more.
it,
My,
Doc. Do
the
it.
one that always blows my mind is for a spirit to come up to me and talk to me. That's always like, because I'm sometimes I'm not in the focus of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not always waiting for it. Sometimes I just get that little whisper, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah, catch you off guard.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But the
wondering.
coolest one that I like the most is for them to actually show me themselves. That's what I like to see the most.
Do you get like any smells or
Oh
anything like?
yes.
Okay,
Yes, I can
there
pick up
you
smells.
go.
I can pick up like sometimes if it's from back in the day, like
I knew it.
old, I can
Yep.
pick up the smells right away. Or if I feel like there's something bad close by me, I'll get that stench of like sewer, which is not good.
Yeah.
And yes, I can pick up on smells.
Okay. So
No, you are.
you should.
You are gonna get better. You are.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Um, I think you should look up the Claires. All the Claires. I'm all the Claires. You should look up the Claires and see which one fits you, because I think you, like you just said, the smells and stuff. I have the smells, the taste, and I'm all the Claires. I think you should Google the Claires and
Mhm.
check them out, because you are a clairvoyant. You're an empath, you're a clairvoyant. I'm not sure what else, but you're definitely clairvoyant. And I would go and read which ones and see which ones fit you, because you're definitely in there. Definitely. Also with the
Hey,
empath.
Tara. That's
Yeah,
Tara.
it does. The
Oh,
smells
hi.
sometimes,
Hi, daughter.
sometimes it gets you off guard, and depending on like you can go, and that's some of the smells throw you back to where you think you're back into the
Yeah.
1800s. Sometimes older than that, depending on the smell. Yeah, it does throw you off.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
ever, if you go to the Magnolia Hotel in Seguin, oh my, you'll get that there.
Yeah.
That
See,
and you'll get the feeling, you'll get the whole feeling there.
That's funny. I think you.
isn't it?
Cindy, cemetery number one, my friend. Cemetery number one. My light just went out, my friend.
Yeah, Nicole.
Not there.
That's the Claires. You should look up the Claires and see which one fits you. I knew he wasn't just empath. Look up the Claires, hon, and see which ones fit you, because I knew you weren't just empath.
Right.
And I don't think he's just
Yes,
empath and the
Guardian
Claires
you,
also.
smell are much
you
stronger.
are correct, Sydney. You are correct on that.
You get the rose smell when you go to the rosebud room.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Well, I would I would say get with your girls and see, because yeah.
After
You
Magnolia,
you got more gifts than you think.
I can walk in the room and hear spirits
So
play sometimes. Claire nuts.
he keeps saying clear donuts. Anthony, behave.
Crazy, crazy Anthony.
He needs to
So,
behave.
anywhere that you want to investigate anywhere in the U.S. that you haven't
Yeah.
like to go to?
Yeah.
Oh man, my number one that I would like cross out if I could and I had the money. I want to go to Transylvania, Vladimir's
Oh,
castle. I like so want to.
that's
I tell my wife, you know what? If I was to go out there, the first thing I want to do if I'm gonna spend the night is I'm gonna sleep inside of a coffin.
I'm
I
with you.
know, Sydney, right? What Sydney just said. I
Yes,
hear her.
you are, and
I
you're
have,
a very very gifted person.
yes. I mean, I have so
She likes to
many.
be real.
And I don't use them all. So it's like, why keep throwing me all these gifts? I don't use them all.
You,
No, not hopefully, lurker. You are.
I'm
Yes, you got to
going.
stay
You're going.
positive.
You're going.
You're going to be. Stay positive.
Johnny wants to know: has anything ever scared you, Pete?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, physically, yes, not like spiritually. So I'm gonna take you back to the USS Lexington. So we were investigating this. Y'all gonna laugh about this, okay? So on the USS Lexington, on some of the rooms, they have like movie props for different things or Hollywood, like haunted stuff. So one of the investigators, and I didn't see him do this. He goes into one of the rooms and I'm walking away from this room. I don't know what he's doing. I turn back and like walk towards that room. He scares me with a dummy. He
Oh,
pops up and holds it like he holds the dummy from the door, and I didn't see it. And I'm all like, oh, so I'm all like, oh man, that was just like
So it wasn't even a real
spirit.
spirit,
Yeah.
it was a
So
dummy.
I haven't. I don't want to say that I haven't or that I won't, but I haven't run into my scare yet.
Not yet.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Well, that's good. Other
That's
than
Yes, yes,
dummy.
I think I have talked about that, Sydney. I don't know if I talked about that, but yeah, Sydney was out there when we went to investigate at the Chinese graveyard here in San Antonio, and my daughter's like is I consider her
Oh,
like open
wow.
minded.
She was almost
So
taken over.
we were there, and all these spirits like just like went after her. Is what I what I picked up. I guess you can say. And even Sydney picked it up. because she was looking at my daughter. My daughter was just like freaking out, like,
Thank you,
what's going
Carlos.
on, kind of thing. And yeah, it took Sydney and some of the investigators that were there just to get those spirits away from my daughter, because that's how crazy it was.
Wow.
Wow, that's oof.
Thank you, Liz.
How old was she at the time when this almost happened?
Oh, I want to say 16, 17. Well, my daughter's 19 now, so she
Oh,
had
okay.
she was probably a little bit younger.
Okay. Wow, that's still scary though, you know?
Yeah, and she picks up on a lot of things, and sometimes she'll tell me right off the back. If I don't, she'll pick it up sometimes first before I will, and it's kind of freaks me out. I'm like, okay.
So she's got her gifts from
She
you.
no, she. I want to say yes, and Sydney says that she did, but I think a lot of it also has to do with the accident that she had. Like I was saying, um, that has a lot to do with play. In a way, but yeah, I
Yeah.
think she does get it from me.
I mean, it could be a little bit of both, but a lot comes bloodline. You know, you got it from bloodline. She got it. You know what I mean? It's all down your bloodline.
So
So, I
Johnny,
mean,
I think that's
the
Johnny, right? I'm
Johnny.
sorry. Okay, go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say the accident might have heightened her. You know what I mean? And fed and opened her. Yeah.
Right.
So she probably had, the bloodline, and then the accident probably woke her. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, it does, and she does do that on certain people when they know that they're good and stuff like that, and she feels comfortable with you. And something like for her, if you ever talk to her, because she's kind of a person that's kind of hard to talk to with certain people.
Yeah.
If she doesn't want to get to know you or know you, or feels like she wants to know you, she'll shut down and like not even want
Well,
to talk to you,
there's
even saying
reasons
hi.
for that. She probably feels there's reasons why she don't want to get close to that person. She's probably picking up stuff, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I
So
mean, you got to look at it that way. She's probably picking up something she don't want, some kind of negativity somewhere. She don't want to get close to that person. Something.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's good
Right.
that I was going to say it's good that she has a dad like you so you can help her with her gifts and you can teach her. That's good because a
Yeah.
lot of us never had that growing
Right.
up.
And I don't want I like I said, there's sometimes that I'll take her if I know she can like handle herself sometimes, or
Yeah.
I'll ask if she wants to go. If she doesn't feel if she feels uncomfortable going with me, I just like, okay, we'll just stay here.
Yeah. Yeah. She
Um,
has to go with her instincts.
Johnny wants to know what have you seen at the aqueduct, Pete?
Personally, I actually have walked the aqueducts, like around right now, it's 8:47, so like around 8 o'clock. I have walked around there, and I really haven't picked up anything. Even when I drive by and stuff like that. Maybe I'm in the wrong location when I go to the aqueduct, and I have heard that people have picked up stuff, in the aqueduct and stuff like that. And I don't blame them, because of course you got the sanitary river running right there. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, and then you got all these missions that run through there. So I wouldn't doubt that there's something in the aqueduct.
See, Sydney's saying, "Yep, she's very intuitive, and she can pick up the bad and the good."
Oh
This
yeah,
That's what I thought.
Right.
That's what I was thinking, and that's why she only opens up to certain people because you don't know what she's seeing.
Miss Nicole says, has anything ever followed you home?
Let me tell you, I can consider her like a little friend, but I haven't seen her like or heard her lately. And what's kind of weird, I don't know where she came from, and I know she followed me from an investigation. So there was this little girl. I want to say she was between 8 to 10 years old, and she would follow me just about almost anywhere, like literally from any investigations to home, and we would always see her. There was one time, and I kid you not, I have my wife to validate this. You know, my kids weren't with us. We were by ourselves inside the house, and it was just me and her. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, me and my wife heard it. Mommy,
Oh wow.
yeah,
Wow.
Was
we
this
just
be
started looking around and everything else, and we know that our kids weren't there at all. But yet, it sounded like a little girl, and it just blows my mind, that something was there, and I have. I know it's a little girl because when I have gone over investigations, like some of the videos that I have gotten in the past when I was doing it, um, you can hear the little girl when I'm talking to the spirits. You can hear her talking to me.
when was the last time you seen this or felt this little girl or heard her?
It's been
I would have
it's
freaked
been like 2 or 3 years, maybe more or less.
I don't know why, but cemetery keeps coming to me. Cemetery.
It could have been because I mean this one or the see I had visited a couple of cemeteries like here, Chinese graveyard. There's another one that I've been to, but this is like the number one that we always come to is this one here and the one next door.
Hmm. It, I'm not getting any. Cause I know you've been to a lot of places. For some reason, cemetery. I keep getting cemetery. Cemetery.
Yeah. Real quick.
Look what
Yes,
Sydney said.
yes.
The
Sydney,
cemetery.
I was gonna say real quick. Let me follow up on something that Sydney put on here for Nicole. Yes, you don't want anything following you home because sometimes you don't know what you're dealing with, or
Yeah,
you don't know how to handle it. Because when people want a spirit to follow them home from anywhere, that's asking for trouble because
yeah,
you don't know what that spirit can do to you or to your family. And yeah, yes, probably. Oh yes, the cemetery from San Marcos. I think this little girl was prior to that. I think she was prior to that. That when we went to there, but me and there at San Marcos. Oh, that cemetery is something else. We had actually an issue. I had taken out one of my friends wanted to go. Investigate with me. So I'm like, sure, let's go. And my Sydney, she invited us to San Marcos, so we went over there, and that's a whole like something started happening to him, and he's not intuitive to the
yeah,
paranormal until he went there, and something started like wanting to attack him, kind of. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow. Yeah.
And it was something else. I was like, what?
I don't know why, but it was some cemetery you went to, and she liked you. I mean,
Honey, you
you're
wanna,
a father figure, so it's like
Anthony, you want to answer that one?
my laptop is haunted. It keeps
Yeah,
going
yeah.
off.
Talk to Anthony. He likes collecting hundred stuff. So do I. I do have a hundred doll. Her name is Diamond, and Sydney knows Diamond, and
Yeah,
her.
we've seen her.
I would want to say her siblings because Diamond. I mean, Sydney has her. I guess you can consider like siblings, spiritually siblings, or because
Yeah,
I had given her hundred dolls that were from the same batch that I got, pretty much you could say, for from the same person. Yes, you have three of them. Yes, but I think I only gave you two, if I'm thinking correctly.
Ugh, I don't do dolls.
did you have Sydney when you? How long have you had
How
Diamond?
long? Oh, it's been. I don't remember how long it's been. I know it's been more than 3 or 4 years. I want to say. I know it's been a good while.
I mean, I don't want to keep on this, but I don't know. I see she sees you. She knows you got a family, father figure, and if you had Diamond there, I could.
This was before Diamond.
Oh
Okay.
wow. He gets
Diamond came after the situation with the spirit of the little girl.
I don't know. I see a cemetery. It's an old cemetery.
I'm in one of the oldest cemeteries right now. To This is the historical like city cemetery number one. Like
Are they
it's
any other
old.
old ones? I mean, if it's not that, I mean, it could be
This
that
is the
one.
only one that I actually visit to, and to be honest with you, like old. This is like the oldest one that I have visited.
I'm wondering if it's that one. I don't know. That's all I say. I don't know.
right.
She actually is that. To be honest with you, if I remember, oh, hold on. Um, the, to be honest with you, that's a good question. I guess because we take care of the dogs and we see them like you know, some of us want dogs and stuff like that. So I
Right.
think spirits want to be felt that they want, and no matter what spirit it is, they're gonna be felt like they're wanted. And like I can go to a family, they're looking for family, and that's how I see it. And sometimes we get that bad apple, and we don't want that bad apple, and we don't know what to do with it. So it's like a yes and no. You don't want to have a dog that's hunting. You can't control what's inside of
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh
Right.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Yes,
is it back
yes.
in the 1800s?
Let's see.
A co-director. Yeah, she has a lot of those. No, thank you.
She's. I think her spirit herself. If you're talking about Diamond, I think her spirit is probably from in that year. I would want to say she is from that year. And then the smell that she gives off, she does give off a little a fragrance once in a while.
Thanks. I know they can attach themselves to anything, but I noticed mostly dolls.
Yeah, they pretty much can attach themselves to just about anything. Cars, just about almost any outfit. Yeah,
Um,
they do. Yeah, see, thank you, Sydney, for putting up your. You see, so if anybody that doesn't know, Sydney Reyes is a paranormal investigator. She's with Mystics Paranormal, and she's really good on what she does, and
Yep.
she's real intuitive of any question she's willing to answer you on, and I don't doubt Sydney for anything.
yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, they are.
She literally has a rosary with an attachment that sets
Uh,
off capital.
this is from Angie and Shane McLean. It's talking about Lisa Marie's dolls, all of those dolls.
Oh, this is Lisa Marie.
No, it's Shane and Angie McLean. McLean.
My
Lisa,
question would be on that. I mean, first of all, and as the rosary has the rosary been blessed if you wanted to control it, or if you wanted to control it, it's kind of I don't know about that one, but I would say rosaries sometimes are good. Sometimes you might have to use more than rosaries just to keep certain spirits at bay to keep them like in their vessels.
Yeah, you gotta box them in holy water and all that stuff in a certain box made out of certain wood, glass.
Sometimes
Oh,
you gotta take it to that extreme. Yep.
yep.
Mhm.
I will show you. There's a crowd over here in the cemetery. Oh man.
Crowd now. Maybe Sage.
Yeah. So it's the ghost tours. Let's
So
see.
besides the doll, is there anything else haunted that you have? Just stop it there.
Okay, so I live in a haunted area. I can say that
Yeah.
because there was a shooting across the street from where I live at. There was a shooting. I saw some of it, not all of it, and I was the first one to respond to the person that got shot. So yeah. So every now and then, I haven't talked to him in a while, but there is sometimes every now and then that this person will come up to me and say my name in my ear, and I will acknowledge that he is there. That I haven't forgotten that he's there and where he died at.
Donna, you got a comment?
Oh, Donna, hello to you. Had my phone turned and you were cut off the screen. I knew I recognized that voice. Huh? I don't get it.
In other words, she's saying hi to you.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Howie says, I bless my toilet. Does that count?
It's silly.
My goodness. Yeah, having haunted items, I don't know. I just don't do dolls.
I don't do dolls.
I don't like dolls.
I do
I,
for
I, I wish I wish I had another haunted something hunted out, something else. And for a good while, my wife wasn't too fond of me getting anything haunted, and especially to my house and inside my house until I got Diamond. She doesn't mind Diamond. She knows that Diamond sticks pretty much to herself. Sometimes
Thank you,
she'll
Howie.
be, looking. When you look at her, when I pass by her, she's like looking at you, kind of like okay, like everything's fine. She's not a bad entity.
Right.
yeah.
Well, the
So
thing
I mean,
is, you have to, if you go bring in another haunted doll, then those might fight, and it's going to kind of escalates, and it's just so you have to be so precise with it, I guess. That
yeah, you gotta watch out. Like exactly, you gotta watch out for what you bring into because you don't want them to be argumentative if you want to bring something haunted. And I wouldn't, me myself, I wouldn't bring in like what Anthony has, a haunted box or a box that's sealed because you don't know what's actually on there and it's gonna cause trouble. And
right,
like you said, it is kind of iffy to bring something else in and you don't want them to you know basically have it out.
right, yeah, and heavy jeebies. I definitely don't either. I'm a licensed and ordained demonologist that specializes in spiritual warfare. And most certainly don't mess with dolls like Lisa does. Yeah.
And that's why Olivia Patton is Captain
Well,
Here, those
if you
Janet.
missed that, if you missed that the earlier, I am also not licensed demonologist because you can't be licensed as a demonologist. Just to let you know, but I am an ordained minister. And if you don't believe me, look it up on Ed Warren is the one that says that, not me.
so much for our community.
Nancy Kelly wants to know will you ever buy one of those debit boxes,
I've
Debbie?
been me myself. I've been thinking about it to be honest with you. To go like into the black web area and to get one off of there. But then I'm all like, I don't want to happen. I don't know if you ever see that the some of the videos that are on YouTube where this guy buys one and he opens it up. I don't want it to get like that because that actually has happened. That actually happened to himself.
It's like a Polish thing, isn't it? Polish, like it's a
Mm,
whole
I don't know where it came from, the
thing.
double box.
Lady that runs my life told me
I don't know where it actually started off with, but I know that there's a lot of things to the debit box because a lot of personal items are locked inside of a box. like trying to conceal a person's soul in there, basically like a prison.
Yeah. People think I'm crazy because I have $300 and a 6-year-old son, but he knows the rules and I bless my dogs. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's the only way to do it because you know you want to make sure your kids are well known that hey, these are not toys. I didn't explain it to my daughter, and she doesn't mess with diamonds. She leaves her alone because it's her doll because I gave it to her. So she knows it's not a toy. It's just there to be there, and that's it. And that's
right.
Yeah,
what you want to tell. That's what you want to inform your kids that this is not a toy. It's
yeah,
not to be touched with. It's only just to look at, and that's it.
yeah.
I had a few haunted dolls. One kid, one of for a fact can't handle their energies. Yeah. I'm getting more dolls.
No, you're not. No.
Keep that cat in the box. See no video. Seems like a bad idea. Yeah.
It is.
I mean, what is feeling? What you feeling, girl? I feel it, and someone trying to send you something.
She's totally right.
What about me,
Okay,
Cindy?
that's not good.
Sydney, what
I
about me? Because I've been getting a headache.
somebody on this live. I think I'm getting it, Sydney. Somebody that's on this live. I don't know who you are, but
It's
whatever you're trying to do, you're not allowed to do this in this live or at all.
no, do not have permission. Do not give you permission. You are not allowed permission. You are to get out. That's why I just lit my Palo Santo. I don't know if Sydney's seen it.
Yeah, I got dragon's blood going.
Is it just Kimmy, Sydney?
How about y'all want to talk to some spirits that are out here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Waiting for Kimmy to answer.
Let's
I mean,
see.
Sydney to answer.
Uh, Probably a blonde.
Aha! Don't we know?
Now, Donna, you're feeling it too.
Oh,
Donna, you're feeling
is
it too.
this the
Yep.
same person that likes to share everything?
Yes.
Yep.
I think I got that. Yes.
Have to get going, guys. Have a great night, great show. Thank you, Nicole, for stopping by.
Your energy is not welcome here. You are to
So
leave.
I'm gonna be running a ghost box that is ran
I
through
am
an
telling you,
N ACN
energy is
or
not welcome here. You are to
ANC
stop
mini.
and stop now. You are not welcome in my energy. Go. You're to
So we
stop
did
and
text
stop
before we came on
now.
about doing a podcast, so hopefully it's helping.
Bluetooth already open.
Now in FC7 mode.
Good night, Liz.
Good night, Liz.
I can't know why my name isn't showing up. Oh, Megan, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and then it'll have you redo it.
Yeah.
Megan, it's the one we talked to you about.
The one you posted, M girl.
It'd be nice to be a little more supportive.
It started to try and get Kimmy but couldn't because she has a strong wall, and Donna felt it and tried to get Donna, but she stopped it.
Oh, I have a problem.
Oh shit.
Say that again.
Sydney said it tried to get Kimmy but couldn't because it's such a strong wall, and Donna felt it and tried to get Donna, but she stopped it. And
But I stopped it.
Are you okay, Sydney? Don't let it bother you, girl.
What did she say? I felt it and stopped it.
Yeah. What's the name, Pete, of the ghost club you running?
Okay, so it's gonna be the ghost club. What do you mean? I don't have a ghost club, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna be running a ghost box here in a minute. It's gonna be ran through a what is it? ANC Mini, which reduces some of the white noise.
Okay, all right, Liz.
That would be fun. A ghost club. Go.
You're not welcome. And me and Kimmy's energy in our homes. You're to leave and leave now. All your energy.
I will hear in a minute, Sydney. Let's see how it kind of acts up for me.
Stop now. You are not allowed. You to stop and stop now. You are not allowed. You do not have permission. You're not allowed. You do not have permission.
You're good,
Stop.
Lurker.
Stop
We're protected again.
now.
Okay, Ducky. Well, are y'all ready?
We ready? You ready, Pete?
All right. Any spirits or any spirits that are actually out here in the cemetery would like to come and talk to me. I'm gonna turn on this box for y'all. I would like for y'all to tell me your name.
You are not opening that energy. You are to stop and stop now. Now. Go.
Let me see if I can take it down a little bit.
Not welcoming that energy. In that energy.
Who's out here? Who's out here with me?
My energy. I'm not getting my energy. Not allowed in my energy. I don't give you permission. Now.
Is there any famous spirits out here right now?
And go. You stop.
Can you tell me how old you are?
I know. We should make it as a family.
So this is supposed to like can reduce the white here too much, but it's still coming through. I'm gonna put it towards a regular ghost box. Hello? I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard that. That was a female.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me your name? Where's the female that was talking to me right now?
Sorry, Ash. I can't make it.
Good night, Shane. See y'all tomorrow.
Who was that, Megan?
That was Shane.
Oh,
Okay, just so you can know, I thought I saw some spirits to the left of me. It looked like what was the dog, and I don't know where it went. Who's out here with me right now? That was the guy's voice. I don't know who that is.
Mom says congrats on her.
Anybody else that wants to talk to me right now? You hear that? It sounded like they said nope.
Ready? I know this one's
I think that female didn't want to talk at all. As we all know, when we do any spirit box session or EVPs, sometimes we want it to work at that point in time,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work that way. So we sometimes have to be patient. Sometimes it takes, a couple of hours. It can take, up to 8 hours, sometimes 24 hours, and we're getting a little bit voices here.
Night lurker, feel better. Love you.
Hope you feel better, Lurker.
Hope you feel better, hon. Stay strong.
You got this.
Yep.
Now, mayor of Danforth, a small town south of Grand Rapids.
So, anybody have any questions for me?
One that's shaping up to be quite. We should go meet
Any
While
more
we're
questions for Pete?
I know Johnny wanted to ask, like your last cast out?
fun. Yeah, you and I.
my last one,
Cast out.
my cast out. What do you mean?
Like a bad one.
Oh, when was my oh Sydney seen this. Sydney can vouch for this. Oh my. We did it. We had a client, and Sydney was gracious enough with Megan and
Yeah.
two more friends of theirs to go out to this client's house because they were having
No, not yet,
something
sweetie.
really something really bad,
Go to face.
going on there
Oh,
and stuff like that. And
I'm
we
sorry.
started doing a little investigation. You're good.
StreamYard. Wait. What do you go to?
You went to streamyard.com/Facebook, and then you have to get out and come all the way back in.
There you go.
That's it. So try
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
You have to totally get out of Facebook and just go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and then
Sometimes,
come back into Facebook.
sometimes if you go to the actual where it's broadcasting from, which is Echoes in the Wind,
Yeah.
sometimes they'll pop up that way as well. You might have to
Yeah.
go back and then come back in underneath the Echoes in the Wind.
Yeah.
So like I was saying, Sydney
Sorry.
can literally vouch for me on this. That we had a client, or I had a client, that we went to, and they had somebody put, I guess you could consider it like a spell on the family, bad juju,
Mm-hmm.
and we did our investigations. We already found out where it was coming from. We did everything, what we could. I saved the house, did a blessing. Well, for some reason, one of the clients was looking at like kind of weird towards Sydney, like if he was gonna do something. Like I'm saying, I felt like if he was gonna like murder her, like kill her, like strangle her.
Oh,
That's how I felt.
wow.
I picked up on that like real quick.
Really?
To the point to where I put myself closer to him, like getting ready to, if he was
Yeah.
gonna
Jump. You were
nudge
gonna.
at her, I was gonna, like jump in front of him, like, no, you're not gonna do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So
She just
I
said
told
that
I
was
told
a scary,
I
scary
was
person.
kind of unprepared at that moment, but I already knew what to do. I told
Yeah.
my wife, I need you to go to the truck. I need you to go get my crucifixion from the truck. And this is a crucifixion that a friend of mine bought for me.
Now, does your wife work with you, like camera person or something?
No, she just likes to go with me to
Oh,
investigations, and she has had her own experience.
he was about to jump, she said. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He was, and I even felt that. So I told my wife, go give me the crucifixion for my truck. And what's weird is I would never bring my crucifixion that
Yeah.
somebody gave me from my house with me on investigations. I never
Yeah.
did.
I think
I
maybe
leave
you
it at
should
home.
practice that
I
from
know.
now on.
Some
I don't know why. Something told me I needed to take it with me.
Yeah.
I took it with me and I had it in the truck and I told him, like I said, I was telling my wife, hey, can you go give me my crucifixes from the truck? She was like the big one. I was like, yeah,
Mm.
they
yeah,
said,
he did. Yes, he did. Yes. So that's another story that we'll get into.
Oh,
It
wow.
happened. Yeah, I'll get into that story here in a minute.
Okay.
So I had to pray over this client like right there and then, and he kept on saying, "Get that cross away from me." I had the cross on his back. He's like, "You need to
Mm.
get that cross away from me." I was like, "Nope, nope, nope." And Sydney was all like saying, "It's only a cross. It's only a cross. You shouldn't be afraid of the cross." And I, for me, it felt like maybe an hour doing this.
Well,
That's
being
what it felt
demonic,
like.
he would be afraid, right?
Yeah,
Thanks. My daughter has sensitive skin. Sure.
yes,
wow.
you did approach it really well.
It tackles impurities without leaving irritating.
So,
Wow.
I was,
Clear the number one target.
I don't know. I had a prayer over and he like wanted to fight. Like literally, he felt like he wanted to fight,
Oh,
and
they
like
do.
I was praying over him, like you need to leave him. You don't belong here, and like we're just there. And Sydney had sprinkled some water on us. It's water that she had,
Yeah.
um, and I felt that energy from the water. Like like oh okay, like I needed that little extra.
Yeah.
And after that went, I kid you not, this guy was crying after I did it. Like after I prayed over it, he started crying and just thanking me and hugging me.
Wow.
So before this incident happened, let's get back to Megan here. Before this incident happened, Megan was attacked and she goes, I have to go outside. And for some reason, I don't know why,
The same house?
the same house, same client, she goes, I have to go outside. And I was like, okay, I followed her outside. And I
Mm-hmm.
looked at her and she gave me this look like she was going to kill me.
Ooh.
I was like, nope, I don't think so. I
Uh-oh.
stopped it right there. I was like, no. So it had to been I think more than one entity. I think it was like two probably. So like, no.
How did you break her?
Same thing. I prayed over her. You need to get out of here. You don't
Okay.
belong here inside of her. And her herself, I know deep down in herself, she was helping me like get the spirit
Yeah,
out
she
of
was
her and stuff like
helping.
that.
Yeah.
And so we had a like it was that was a whole different thing. Like but I think with everybody that was there that night, we did something really awesome and got rid of that situation that we're dealing with. And
You
yeah, they do have
you
little
think
things here and there.
because it just happened to her, like she said, I need to go outside, and she was fighting it at the same time. You know
She
what I
she
mean?
was she was actually fighting it. She wanted to get outside because it was draining her, so she needed to go outside to see if it went away. But it actually like followed her outside, still fighting it.
Oh wow. Usually when you go outside sometimes it breaks, but not this case.
No, not this case. It was like it was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, what I think is, God forbid, right? Whether you're investigating, you with other people, or you're doing houses, maybe you should just keep a little compartment for your case and your stuff somewhere in your truck, just
Yeah,
in case.
I know I need to what we call we I know what you're talking about, and I need to make one again because I have so much stuff in my bag that I carry in my little bag that I carry. Um, we carry what I name at, and I might be wrong. It's called a get out bag.
Mm,
Yeah.
It's basically for those types of situations, like we
mm-hmm.
need to do this and we need to do this now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she was getting choked. Yes, she was like getting. Oh man, she couldn't.
Mm.
That house was something else.
Mm-mm-mm.
Johnny said to make sure to mention to you about the door slamming shut.
Oh, when we okay. Was I don't remember that one's prior to when I tried to do another one, but I had done the cleansing there, and we were doing the cleansing, and the back door for some reason ended up shutting from the inside, like literally closed like really hard.
Wow.
And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I never experienced anything like like that kind of shutting like that. I was like,
Something was
one of the first
angry.
things. It's crazy, but that house was something else.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a matter of definitely trusting your team members, man.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what that's the whole thing is about. You gotta trust in one another and not just back down from it. And you gotta make sure you're there for your team members. You don't want to
I got a
just back
specific part
out
in my
and
back
stuff like that. From
that
from
is
my
get out. Oh, see, Sydney was saying I have a specific part of my backpack that is my get out. It is the Palo Santo sage, Florida
yeah
water mixed with
yeah
holy
I need to
water.
start
Yeah, but
yeah I need to
you
start
got a
doing that.
lot
Yeah,
more. Well,
Right.
she's got that, but you being a demonologist and stuff, you got a lot more with the
oh
cross and all that. Yeah.
I do, and I do need to get a specific box for that inside.
Yeah, this
Even in
way,
my truck and stuff like that.
yeah, so this way you just never know, God forbid, just on investigation and you're with people or you are doing houses, it's always there. And you can
And
always grab it.
I do carry my holy water in my truck, and I do have I do use anointing oil as well. And there's specific anointing oil that I use, but I use that as well. And yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
And it's important, like you say, you gotta trust your people and who, like when you go to houses, the people you bring, and
and
so
the
they know
vibes you
you
get out,
got your back.
you gotta know the vibes off of your fellow investigators because you don't know when they're actually in trouble and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
that's a good thing that you gotta know one another and get that vibe off everything. If somebody's feeling that you're uncomfortable, you don't feel that.
Yeah, you got to know their personality and how it changes. Sydney just said you saved her life twice already
Pretty much,
with
yeah,
that
and
oil.
you know, I have Sydney, but it's not only by me. I leave that up to God, and it's not just myself that's
Well,
doing
yeah. I mean, yeah, but when you pull in the rest of it out and him, it all goes in hand.
it.
And
Right.
your
Right.
faith too. You have, if you didn't have the faith, it, you know what I mean? You have to have the faith. If you didn't,
What?
it wouldn't
Yeah.
work.
Right. And so one thing I did forget to mention. Okay. One thing I failed to mention. I was raised up as Catholic, and then I switched over Christian.
Uh-huh.
Christianity. So when I would go to church, as a Christian and stuff like that, There was times that the priest or not the priest, the pastor would tell me, I need you to pray over these certain people.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I was Catholic, raised Catholic school. And then when I married my ex-husband, he's from the South. And down South, you don't find churches like, I went to. And he was Christian. So, or Baptist, whatever, same thing. And pretty much just like the Bible Belt, like where Kimmy's from. So you don't really find Catholic churches or nothing like that. So I converted with my children because I wanted them to go to church. But it just so happened the church that it was a lady on base because my husband was military, my ex-husband. She told me her daughter was the pastor and her husband, they both were. So I trusted her. I went, I did check it out, but I think they were on their good behavior because I was there. You know what I mean? Because I
Hmm.
did tell her my background, but I wanted my children, and there was not anything there for them. So I wanted them in the faith. So I did go check it out first. And because I worked, she would pick my kids up every Sunday and go. Well, of course, every Sunday when they come home after I came home from work, I questioned my children. Oh, what did you learn today?
Yeah.
Well, there was one day, I mean, everybody has a belief, but this one day my kids came in and I was hearing different things like, oh, we're not supposed to watch TV, only Christian movies, and we have to earn them. Well, not in my house. No.
Right.
And then it was, oh, we can't go trick or treating.
Amen.
That's the devil's day. Not in my house. That's a child's day to have fun. It's all on how bad people make it a bad day. We're not bad people. It's a children's day. So, no. Then the last thing that they came home saying, and we just got to echo, um, they came in and I said, oh, what did you learn today? So always when they come in, they bring their stuff to their bedroom. They come out and they sit down and they tell me in the living room. As my son was walking to his bedroom, he said, oh, Mary was a whore. I said, what?
Yeah.
I said, get back here right now. Like I was irate. And I sat them down and I gave him a good talking to. And like, you're never going back there. And I never let him go back. And then I ended up in the hospital right after that. And the hospital there is like 3 hours away. And I was pretty off at that time. I was really sick. And this woman had the audacity. I don't know how she knew I was in the hospital. I have no idea. She did work on base, but still, how did she know?
Hi, Johnny. Love you too.
She called my hospital room and told me, now see, you die, you're going to hell. Is what she told me.
Wow.
So it was a bad church. And I said, my kids will never go there. And if you call this hospital room again, I'm going to get you for harassment. And being my husband military, I'll have your job. So you better stop. And I never heard from her again. But I mean, everybody can have their beliefs, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't. But anyway,
Yeah,
it's
Johnny,
about you.
have a good night. Hey, Matt Byrne from I think it's Paranormal Consultants.
Oh, hi, Matt.
And Johnny's going to bed.
Right.
Oh, good night. So, any other secrets, or all the secrets are out?
No, no other secrets than I just be on the lookout for my next live. Hopefully, we'll be going live on the ninth. Supposed to be going out with Texas Race Hunters out
Yeah.
on an adventure for a while, and
Yep.
you know that's what I have upcoming. Other than that, usually
I
on
know
the weekends.
notifications have really been messed up. I better not mess this. This is supposed to be what, Saturday, right?
No, the what do you mean the when I go with Anthony the ninth?
The oh, it's the ninth. So it's the
No,
ninth, 10th, and 11th.
the ninth, 10th, and 11th. It's like almost a 3 day or 4 day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be watching.
So yeah. What else I got for you? Oh, usually on weekends. Hopefully now that it's gotten cooler, I should be doing some lives, and it could be almost anywhere. Usually, I go to Dr. Lady Bridge. This is one of my other favorite spots here. Is San Antonio City #1, the cemetery #1.
Yeah.
We have other locations here in San Antonio. I want to try to go down to the missions. We do have one location that I went to. I don't know if y'all saw the live, but we're going to be going and checking out that location. It's from the 1800s, I believe it is. Um, and it's supposed to be good. I thought it was a cemetery on there, and I couldn't even find it for if it was the life of me. I was looking around that place and nothing. So
I know you
hopefully,
showed a picture that I got for you, but when I
right.
saw that picture, I thought about it, and it was a while back. I remember you in a couple of other places. I sent pictures also, but
Oh, you're talking
maybe
about the
there.
you're talking about the wood itself, where I went on the Dockley Bridge, where you took pictures and you sent them to me. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like way before that. There's a couple of other places I took pictures. Um, somebody up. It was someplace high up in a window. Me and Kimmy were talking about it, and somebody was in a window. I can't remember the name of the place though. There was a couple of places, but maybe the pictures got mixed up, and you know what I mean. So I remember sending them, but this
Probably.
was
I
a
mean,
while.
I've been into a couple of places, but that new place, hopefully we'll get something out of it. It feels really like uneasy,
Yeah.
and it's even in our paper that somebody had gone to visit that location, and they felt uneasy, like they shouldn't be there or they're not wanted there. And yeah,
Hmm.
you can get that feeling from there.
Right.
Um, and you can get that feeling from almost actually anywhere.
Yeah.
And if you feel that and you feel like you're not wanted there and you shouldn't be there, that's your cue to like leave,
Yeah.
basically. Because more
Yeah.
likely something's about to happen or will happen.
How do you feel about when, I mean, I already think I know what you're going to say, especially with, you know, what you do. Um, like when you get on the box, right? And plus with your abilities, and they tell you to leave. And then some people will say, well, give me a sign and then I'll leave. Or what about people that say, well, I'm not ready to leave, or I don't want to leave, or I'm not leaving? What do you feel about that?
Like me, here's a prime example. Because if you read that last comment from Anthony, which is just what we want sometimes as a paranormal, just to see what would happen. Because sometimes
I
we
leave
do
when I'm, oh, I didn't see that. I
see.
didn't even
So
see that.
as me myself as a paranormal investigator, and you want to see what actually happens. sometimes. You want to know, okay, well, what if I don't leave? What are you planning to do? What are you, that's probably what you want sometimes. You want things to happen. But if you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't advise you to stay
Mm,
there. I would leave. But
mm-hmm.
me doing it for 16 years and getting what I'm into, I think I'm agreeing with Anthony. I'll leave when I'm ready to leave, like
Yeah.
do something about it, push me, do something, make me leave kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because you guys are at a different level.
Right.
But for other people that don't know how to defend themselves, like you and Anthony
It's
and
best to leave if
Sydney,
yeah.
you know what I
It's best to
mean?
leave the
Like,
places.
yeah, because I know there's some lower don't know how to protect themselves. And when it says get out, and they're like, well, I don't want to leave. Like, I'm not getting out. What would you say to them?
If you're not, if you don't have that capability or that knowledge, just go with it. Actually, everybody will say this too, and even Cindy says, go with your gut feeling and just leave. Go. If you don't feel uncomfortable, go. Just leave
Yeah.
because you don't know what you're dealing with it first of all, and you don't know what can happen.
What if they say, oh, I'm not afraid of anything, or, nothing scares me. I stand up to everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not good.
it's
They
not.
say leave, leave.
Yeah,
Especially if you don't know, like your level, Anthony's level, Sydney, and Megan,
right.
you know? And I've seen it so many times, and it's like, wow, you just don't know. What do you, okay, here's another question. I'm sorry, Kimmy. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's just hitting me like, what about people playing the prayer backwards?
People
Personally,
playing.
I don't believe in it, but I know there are, and I don't put them down for it. That's their belief, but I'm not going to watch it. But about playing the prayer backwards.
I never heard of that. Like, what it like? Enlighten me about like playing the prayer.
I
What do
know
you mean?
people, they're not from America,
Mm-hmm.
and their biggest tool is, I don't know what prayer it is, but it's supposed to be the Lord's Prayer
Mm-hmm.
backwards. And they all use it. And they're not from America. That's all I'm
So,
going to say.
okay. So, I don't know if you know. I never heard of it that way, but I'm just gonna tell you what I think and what I know in certain like cultures and stuff like that. So the way we say things forward, some cultures say it backwards.
And it's evil. When you play that backwards, it's very evil. I mean, one time I was watching a investigation, and I didn't realize what they were doing. And when they put that on, oh my God, like the creeps that I got. And I said, what is that? And it was the Lord's Prayer backwards. And I just can't be on with that. I don't know. It just does something to me. I can't. It's evil.
Yeah.
And then I
It
checked it
sounds
out.
evil 'cause I never heard it before, but it sounds kind of evil.
That's like playing. That's what they say. Okay. This is what somebody else told me. Go to the Bible and read it backwards. Don't read it forward. It's a certain part of the Bible, and I don't care. I don't remember because I wasn't doing it. And read it backwards, and I wouldn't do it because I was always told that's evil. It's
It's
an
ex-
example on how to pray. It's not a prayer. No, to me, it's like calling the bad ones out. That's the way I got it. I don't know
right.
because I the ones that I've seen do it, they're not in America. I've never seen somebody in America do it. and that's their go-to. And it's the Lord's Prayer backwards on recording. I don't know.
Remember
I'm
playing
s-
chords back.
Yes, I have heard of that. I have heard of
Yeah.
that. If you play certain rock music backwards, it's actually demonic.
It's
On
demonic.
yeah, on some of
Exactly.
them, I've heard of that. Yes.
It's similar is what I'm talking about. It's the same is what I'm talking about. Yeah. When you certain songs they say play it backwards and listen,
Right.
it's on the same idea. That's what I was asking. But if you didn't hear of it, so you don't know. But that's the same idea as what I was talking about. And there's certain songs that's really play it backwards, and the things you hear will make your hair stand up. Yep, very scary.
So, as we finish up here, any advice for upcoming paranormal investigators that are just starting?
Mm-hmm.
Any advice to the paranormal field now?
The ones that are incoming that are like inquiry, like they want to get into it. I mean, just in the long run, for starters, be careful when you're doing like certain locations until you get the feel of the paranormal field. That's just that would be my advice to anybody that's actually starting out. Until you get the feel of it and you're well to know of what you're doing, then you can go further than that. And anybody out there, and anybody out there that needs help out there, no matter if it's paranormal wise, like dealing with a spirit or you know going into the paranormal field and need help or advice, don't be afraid to reach out to me or any. I would say any paranormal team that's already doing it.
Yeah, get
That's
some
that's
advice, right?
yeah. Get some advice, and just advice. You don't have to listen, to the advice, or
Yeah,
you don't have to follow the advice. Just at least to know what you're getting into, and oh, what do you think about this? And that's how we all work.
yeah,
We learn from one another. We just listen to one another, and that's the best key in the paranormal field is to listen to one another.
yeah.
Sometimes
Everybody learns.
when,
Everybody
when,
learns from each
when
other.
yeah, when somebody tells you, I advise you not to do this thing. I mean, you can take it to heart. Sometimes we go and do it ourselves because you know what, we want to try it, we want to do it,
Yeah,
and I don't want to put somebody's name out there, but if you want to use a certain object, go ahead and use it. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, some people don't want nothing to do with it. Some people do. I mean, it's up to your discretion, and just remember, you're the one that's doing it. So you just prepare yourself for the outcome of it.
yep.
Right.
And if you're gonna use it the right way. School yourself. Do it the right way.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I know you use it. We all know you use it.
Oh, me?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Comment.
oh yeah. But
We all
this,
know you use it.
but those ones just starting out,
Oh
you
no,
know,
I would. Yeah.
if they're gonna use it, you know, ask and make sure you know how to. Others that do use it, they got a lot of knowledge. That's why they use it.
Oh yeah. And actually, to be honest with you, I have met. Okay, not trying to put your name out there, Anthony, but like Anthony uses the spirit board and stuff like that, and I
Yeah,
have met actual people, in the past that actually make spirit boards and that know how to work spirit boards, and the whole thing about the way the spirit board is actually meant to be used. Yeah, you can use it to communicate with the other side.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, the Ouija board was made for communicating with a lost family member. That's what it was actually made for.
Right.
To talk to this, the family member, and some people use it the way Anthony does, and that's not a bad thing. But you just got to know that you're opening up a portal, which is a whole realm of like spirits, and you got to think of it like, okay, you're opening up a door that has a lot of spirits in there.
Yeah.
So you can have good spirits in there, you can have bad spirits in there. You don't know what kind of spirits is gonna come out through that door.
Yeah.
And some people don't understand that, and I understand. I'm not trying to say that you don't know what you're doing, Anthony. I know you know what you're doing, and I got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I'm all for it. I'm all for it to use it as a tool, which is cool.
Yeah.
And um, you just gotta be careful. I'm just saying, just be careful because, like I was always told, if you're asking and you're gonna get something that you don't want, and you're asking for it, that's all you're doing.
Right. That's when you go, and if you're going to use a Ouija board, you use it with somebody you trust. Because it's no different than using a spirit box. You're opening up a portal. That anytime you open up anything using communication, that's what
Right.
you're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. A few shows ago, I found out my daughter used it. How old she say?
What,
12.
12? I think she's.
I wanted to die. I was like, what?
She's like,
It wasn't at my house though. It was at another girl's house. But I was
Oh,
not happy.
I forgot to tell you, you know that little that arena that. Yeah, we know that. Okay, so earlier y'all saw that building, and I forgot to mention this. Let me see. Um, let me see. Just some. Okay, so y'all were talking about that building that's right there, right?
Yeah.
So that building was actually built for the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh.
Okay.
That used to be the San Antonio Spurs arena back in the day. Now it's not. They used it. What? It's not. It's West Fargo or something like that building now. It used to be AT&T Center. Now they changed. They changed ownership and stuff like that. So
Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Y'all have that. That's really
so
cool.
they use that now. They use that for like high school football. Sometimes hockey, and sometimes there's performances there and stuff like that. And yeah.
That's cool.
And actually, y'all can't see it from right here, but there was a building on the other side of the cemetery that's next to us. There was a building that was built. Ooh, it's an old building. They used to make igloos there. Now they don't make it. It's been years, and now they're dismantling it and stuff like that.
Get out of my energy. Get out of my energy.
Melanie says, I have to say, I told my husband I didn't want the Ouija board in my house.
Give permission.
Some people don't want to because, I mean, you can use it as a decoration as long as you don't use it to play it.
Of my apartment.
Which is good. You can use it as a decoration. A lot of people don't want it. My wife is like doesn't want anything to do with stuff like that. She doesn't even want me to do a bed cover.
You.
Oh, wow.
I will not allow you are to stop and stop now. Go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get out. Go.
Yeah, I forgot it was like a pair of shorts or something on the back end that had the Ouija board. I was like, that puts new meaning to butt dowling, right?
I think the coolest ones that I think that are awesome to play are the actual wooden ones. The actual wooden plain boards are the coolest ones that I think that could, to be played on.
I will not be touching my energy. Get
Portal to your butthole.
my energy.
Oh
I
my
don't give you
goodness.
permission to my energy. I will not give you permission to my energy. Get out. And
Donna, you all right over there?
stop and stop.
She's
Now.
something's going her way, and I know what she's. I think she's picking up on somebody again.
Like, do you know
Stop
anything about
and
fashion?
stop now.
Really?
Stop. Get out of my energy now.
Do you still need me to pick you up
I
after?
think that to be honest with you, I think that lady that starts with an L. I'm not gonna mention her name, but she was on earlier. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I'm heading to the office right
I don't know.
now, so I don't know what went wrong.
Someone had to
My
read you
energy.
what the
You
caption.
do not have permission in
Like,
my
it
energy.
looks
I
great
don't
until
allow you in my energy.
August summons the
You
demon.
need to get out.
Right?
Get out now. Stop what you're doing. And stop
Melanie said
now.
actually change. She
Yeah.
called his husband, told him whatever you did, change it back. Nothing to do. Nothing to do the board. Yes, crazy.
So just using the again. Here's my other example. It's like using the spirit box. You're opening up another portal, so that's why you got to think of it like it's okay to a tool to use, but a lot of people don't use it. But yet people are out there using the ghost box, which is actually another type of portal if you look at it in that type of way.
Okay.
Right.
This wasn't me. No, it's fine. What's up? Do you have the study notes for AP English?
Um, Melanie says it's a lot of mental issues, not just a board. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta actually have a clear mind, not a mind that is evil in a way, or you have to have a clear mind is what I'm trying to say. Not that you want to be upset about and opening up playing the game and stuff like that and whatnot because it can be really bad sometimes.
Olivia, who is this person? I don't say no one. Counselor. Like a counselor.
So for everybody that's now listening to, I am Pete from Beyond Belief Paranormal. Of course, I have TikTok that was switched over to Beyond Belief Paranormal. On TikTok, Facebook, I only have one video on YouTube. Of course, it should be under Beyond Belief Paranormal as well. Let's see here.
I'll text you later. Okay.
Yep, get you
See,
out.
that's one thing that I have a big problem of. I myself go into a house open minded. To be honest with you, Nancy, and I typically don't go in protected for a reason, and I wouldn't advise anybody to do it unless you know what you're doing. The only reason why I don't go in there protected is so I can know exactly what's there and how to deal with it. That's the only reason why I don't
Who
protect
was
myself.
that last one, Kim?
That one or the
No.
one that Nancy asking Pete.
Yeah. Can you explain how to protect yourself if you're going to clear a house and use spirit box? Well,
I know.
I don't think he should teach anybody that if, I mean, that's his business if he wants to. That's his business.
I kind of was saying that me myself, I don't protect myself to be honest with you, and I don't advise anybody to do that. But I don't do it because I want to go in there with an open mind, and also because I want to know what's actually there inside that house. Because if you protect yourself in the long run, to do an investigation like that, like
Who
me
just said that?
myself, I won't. I won't put it there. Who said what?
Somebody said take your shoes off and summons a demon.
No,
Let's see.
Jeremy said that he has a front door mat that's shaped like a Ouija board.
No, the next one.
And then
Do it all the time.
Brian
Clean,
said,
clean your shoes off and summon a demon.
that's Brian being funny about the front door mat.
Oh, Brian.
And Jeremy said do it all the time.
Oh.
I wouldn't advise that, but you do what you want. And like I said earlier, don't ask for what you want because you might get what you want.
Yeah.
I say that a lot to what was a friend of mine that, and they're finding out the hard way sometimes.
Yeah.
But back to that thing, but I do cleanse myself.
Yeah.
I do cleanse my house. I do cleanse my house when I feel that it's necessary, and it's usually like maybe 4 times out of the year. So it's not often that I cleanse it, because I don't think I have bad spirits that follow me home. And if I feel that there's something else, I will tell them and I will send them on their way. Trust me, I'll like automatically,
Yeah.
out the door.
Yeah.
2019 alone, Barker spent
Yeah.
over 1.2 million.
Anybody have any more questions for Pete? He's very knowledgeable.
His link is in the comment, so make sure to follow him on TikTok and in the group.
Yep.
And don't forget to follow these 2 lovely ladies here on Echoes in the Wind. You got also Kim on Best Friends Paranormal, and she does also a cooking show as well.
Yep. Thank you, Pete.
That was Jeremy. It doesn't have the welcome on top. I'm fine. It's a Halloween rug Ouija thing. I have skulls all over my house and car pics everywhere.
And I would like to have like skulls or stuff like that around my house. That'd be cool. I don't see anything wrong with that. They'll probably kick me out of the house, but I don't see anything wrong.
This one said, I would
No,
like
he
to
says-
thank you for personal knowledge.
That's from Miss
From who?
Queen.
Oh, the race queen. Oh,
yes,
Melanie.
Melanie. Yeah.
I didn't know Melanie was here.
I can't wait to meet you in person, Melanie. And I know we will meet in person one day and probably grab something to eat or something when you come down here. And I appreciate you and,
Yes, we are, Melanie. All learning off each other. Yep.
That's all we can do. And this is, that's what all paranormal, people are about, usually are supposed to be about, not going against each other and not taking advantage of each other. But that's what it's all about. Just learning from one another. And, I'm still learning. I'm not saying that I know everything and anything,
No.
Yeah.
You
so I'm still
good
every
knowledge,
day.
but you're still learning.
She says, soon, Pete. Look forward to it.
Yep. She's a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate everybody that has come out on the chat and ask questions and are here, and anybody that's following me. I appreciate y'all and checking out my friends that are here with me right now. And
Same for sure.
Yep. Okay.
Don't forget to check out my friend Anthony, Texas Wraith Hunters, Sydney Reyes from Mystic Paranormal, and that also goes for Megan as well. I know Anthony also has crystals, something crystals. I forgot offhand.
Crystals and minerals.
There you go.
Yeah.
And also don't forget to check out Donna's page and Kimmy's page and everybody that's on here.
Hey, Moose.
Who is that?
That's Moose.
Oh, hey, Moose.
You get on her nerves.
Till you get on her nerves.
Melanie.
Love you both. Hey, Melanie. Love you, girl.
Well, I think we're gonna be closing it up here tonight, guys.
Okay. I'm going to close the
And we
show.
thank you very much for stopping by.
Yep. We're going to close the show. Want to thank everybody for stopping by. And we will catch you all next time. Good night.
Catch
Good
us
night,
with
everybody.
Maddie and Georgie.
Talking smack.
Yep. Next time.
Right?
Megan and Georgie. Good night, everybody.
On. We're going to say, and then we say bye.
Can hear that horn.
This
That
is
sounds
Table.
awesome.